Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of Living World of Darkness. It's Colin staring at Colin, staring at Colin, staring at Colin. We find ourselves on the Sept of the Green at Colin's RV, a magical place where people gather for things like warmth and walls and a roof, and sometimes food, and Colin's book collection. It's a fine yet rustic place. But today, those four walls have a hole in them because somebody broke the window in Colin's RV, one of them anyway, by launching themselves through it. Gallant, daring, but still destruction of property. But Colin hasn't taken that lying down. He didn't just patch that hole with some plastic and duct tape and cardboard for insulation. He bought a kit that promises that it will fix the window by installing a new one. Unfortunately, Colin doesn't know how to install it, but he knows someone who knows. He knows a man of talent, a man of action, a man who typically, when faced with a new challenger experience, says one word. That word's Blarney. He knows Aiden Lynch motherfucking Krause. Having teased him here with promises of Jamesons and an unknown clear alcoholic liquid that's stronger than Jameson's, he has gotten Aiden to fix his window while Step Brothers plays in the background in Portuguese. And it's at this point we begin our scene.
So, why is it in Portuguese?
It switches languages like every couple of days. I don't know.
And why is it the same movie?
Stuck in there. Test from Fox.
By playing Step Brothers repeatedly.
Yes.
Right. So, he just shake his head and just keep fixing the window and drink the Jamesons, just staring at it as he fixes it more and more. So did you learn Portuguese from that then?
So I bought a few books. It's been through 3 or 4 languages, and so I bought the books. I haven't really gotten to studying them yet. I'm still finishing up War and Peace. Want to at least finish the fiction before I move on to the nonfiction stuff. But I feel like if I really put my mind to it, I'll pick something up.
Oh, it's not bad, at least.
Yeah.
Shrug.
Where's 10 Point?
She's sent to the packing. Where the fuck are you?
And 10 Point will send back through the backlink. I'm literally right here, right? There is presumably a chair in front of the TV, and the guys are on the other side of the RV fixing a window. 10 Point is in the process of replacing one of the strings on the older of her violins, and thus is fairly quiet and fairly focused. Though she finally pops her head up from where she's had it bowed forward, so at the very least the antlers and finally the top of her head will be visible over the back of the chair.
Oh.
It's really creepy when you do that.
Colin stares at where she is and stares at the half-finished bottle of whiskey. His mind slowly but surely drawing the connection between his inability to figure out that 10 Point was in the same few feet space as him and the drinking of the whiskey. He drinks more whiskey.
Sorry, Raya.
It's fine. It's actually quite hilarious. You scared the crap out of my kinfolk a couple of times.
She'll host a mild smirk as she turns her head back down to the string. It then goes through the obnoxious process of making sure it is actually on key.
So, what happens if she tries to jump through the window again?
Punch her in the face.
I can dig that.
I'm fairly sure she's lost RV privileges, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, naturally.
I might actually have to start locking this place. I do not want this vehicle stolen.
I mean, who's gonna try to steal your fucking RV?
A young woman who is determined to leave this sept by any means necessary.
Do you leave the keys in it, Onrai?
Don't need keys to start a car.
Yeah, you don't. No. Takes a drink. You really
Blink.
don't. You really don't. Jesus.
She shrugs and raises the violin up to her chin.
I mean, you could just like tell Chloe to like not have her come near the RV.
Right now, if I were betting guru, I would say that Chloe is probably very aware that Ms. I don't know her name, has lost all privileges of movement until such a time as we can be sure she's not going to try to escape.
Or you could lay an ambush for her in the RV so when she opens the door, she gets like a punch to the face.
It's not exactly practical for me to wait like the whole day just to punch one person in the face.
I mean, it'd be worth it though.
A little too spiteful. Not quite Unicorn's way.
Shrugs.
And Point, meanwhile, has played a few notes experimentally and then played a very brief kind of ditty on the violin just to make sure that everything is, in fact, in key. And, yeah. Plays that
And,
little siren song.
Off in the distance, Colin and Aiden will see a fast approaching beacon of light, the red glow on the soft frost. Wearing many scarves, many layers, large Ugg boots, fluffy yet comfortable, crushing the frost.
I've heard the
But
dramatically
clearly-
oversized coat.
The dramatically oversized coat covering both arms, but a blue plastic bag in hand, or at least you think, approaches, skipping, smiling.
The most
know, she's got-
maliciously mentioned skipping I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my god. You know she's gonna fall one day, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious when she does. Because that bag's gonna go flying.
I mean, I'm not going to laugh because that would be mean.
And as she approaches, the beaming look of cuteness and adorableness. She stands in front of Aiden and Colin. They look surprised. She flops, literally just flops onto the ground. Looks straight 90-degree fall. And just lays there, waiting.
Colin like watches this happen, and the dull surprise doesn't happen until she flops that violently, and then all she gets is like, ah. Oh, that looked like it hurt.
Yeah, you okay?
Are you okay down there?
Yeah, I'm okay. Why? What's up?
See, she
Just-
already learned.
Yeah. Alright, you can get up. I'm fixing the window, so whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, All right, okay. I brought coffee. Just kind of sticks out the plastic bag for anyone in range to take it.
Well, thank you.
Oh. Pours Jameson in the coffee.
It works.
It's nice. You should try some.
I don't drink.
What?
No, I don't drink.
You're shitting me.
No, I don't drink.
I've never tried it before.
Oh no, I have. I don't.
Hmm.
No, I'm a bad drunk, so I just don't drink.
Oh, what are you, a sloppy or you're a crier?
You don't need to know.
You're a crier.
I'm not a crier.
You're a crier.
I'm not a crier.
You're totally a crier.
If for all we know, it's the other thing that you like to fight when you're drunk.
Oh.
I
Oh.
just want you to know, you say the other thing in 10 point like, "Huh," and it's like, yeah, you fight when you're drunk, and she's like, oh, thank God.
Fight? No,
Hmm.
I don't fight.
Fair enough.
I'm just a bad drunk. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
No?
What?
Man, now that I think about it, the last time I had this much in one go was a while back. Surprised I'm not a little more inebriated.
I mean, last time I had this much, we could look over 10 point. Oh, I remember. Well, I don't really remember, but I remember you telling me.
Remember, Will White came over and we kind of had it out.
Oh, shit.
Nah, it worked out. I'm pretty sure he grew those teeth back.
Ten point, meanwhile, is like drive by, snagged one of the coffees. And God bless the kinfolk, because while likely Colin would never stock Bailey's, he's got it now.
Yeah.
And it's going in her coffee.
Hey, Helena, have you met the new girl yet?
Wow, there's another one?
Yeah, yeah. Aggressive.
Oh, jeez.
Really aggressive.
I did not believe it when they told me what her moon was.
Yeah.
Surprisingly aggressive.
Wait, what?
She's there.
Yeah, I remember them saying that.
Well, I mean,
Really, really aggressive Therge.
10 point cringes.
oh. Right.
Yeah, her
No.
version of denial was very dynamic.
No swearing.
Very scrappy, even faced with Krynos.
She's quite rude to you, actually. Look over at some point.
Shrug.
Was pretty funny. So it was pretty funny what she said to Jacob, though. That was hilarious.
10 point forgets herself enough to smile faintly into her cup, ever so innocently.
And she didn't even say that much to me. Just knuckled right up.
Yeah.
And he kind of leans over to Helena. Have that effect on people.
I mean, I haven't tried to punch you.
You're a very special person.
She just kind of looks at him like you know, that kind of squinty eyes, like, not sure how you're saying that kind of thing.
You're also one of the few people on Sept intelligent enough to realize that you can't solve everything with punching.
Colin ruffles her hair.
Continues to look so innocently down at her coffee.
Aiden ruffles 10 points hair.
So, what happened with this new one then? Because I haven't seen her.
Well, appeared.
She's
Started
not
shouting.
dead.
Nah, she's fine. We brought her back to the RV. 10 point, Jason and Colin had a word. She tried to step up to Colin, knocked her out. Then she jumped through the window. Simon tackled her. Jacob tased her, and I beat her up in my bat.
Welcome to the family, I guess, right?
I mean, it was either that or she gets away.
Well, yeah, but...
And then I believe they cuffed her and dragged her off.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, according to Jacob, this is not the worst that a incoming Cubs ever had.
Oh?
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
apparently one time it was way worse. I didn't get the details, but you got the measure of how we had to work this person over twice, and you figure if it's worse than that, then
Oh. Right. Well, fair enough. I mean,
I'm waiting to see how she gets on with Desmond personally. That's going to be fucking fascinating.
if he loses again, I don't know if he's going to be able to take it.
He's not a maroon.
Can anyone explain that to me? Okay, because I was walking around in the morning.
What?
And I come out there, okay? This was at like 4 a.m. And I was just out there making sure that, people didn't freeze. Because that's a real threat at this point with this weather. And I'm passing out, things of hot tomato soup and whatnot. And I see this guy over there, this guy. And he is, rocking back and forth. He is staring at things, sitting there in nothing but a pair of, b-ball shorts next to a fire. Pretty sure he screamed at some point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That sounds like it. Do you have a blanket? I did give him a blanket.
I didn't see the blanket at that point in time.
Enough.
He might have been sitting on it.
This was after the Jason incident. Yeah, look over at 10 point, taking a big long swig.
I think he may have missed the point of no longer going to the training grounds for a week. The point was to stop physically testing himself.
Well, he physically tested some hypothermia.
Yeah.
Still have all his toes?
I didn't check.
They grow back, don't they?
Mostly.
Usually.
Yeah.
10 point will lift her shirt, pointing to where she now has a fairly fresh set of scars. A definitely identifiable, claw rake of, the four fingers across her middle. Grievous enough damage. Sticks.
Oh.
On top of that done by silver. Or what should have been killing blows.
Yep.
That looks nasty.
And for what it's worth, they intersect an obviously far more purposeful scar that's somehow slightly differently healed. The scars left by the claws look like natural scar lines, like you would have after healing any significant kind of damage. But there's definitely something that looks more like almost burned scarification. That is a Triskelion that's splaying down from her rib cage that one of the claw marks has intersected.
Oh.
But yeah, she shrugs. I survived it. It's not my first. It probably will not be my last.
I got nothing. I just...
It's part of the process.
Yeah, part of the process.
We're a warrior society. Scars are marks of pride.
No matter how many times people keep telling me that, it still doesn't sink in.
She kind of shrugs helplessly because she says it, but it's not with a grandiose enthusiasm, at least not over this one.
It'll be when you're going to your first combat. It'll be frightening at first, but eventually you'll start getting used to it. Start getting into a routine.
That's also why the combat training is so important. You may not be prepared here for combat, and she taps her temple. But to a certain point, muscle memory can save your life.
Well, I mean, it worked once, right?
Yeah. You doing okay?
She looks down. Yeah, fine.
That earns her a faint frown and kind of the offering lift of an arm.
Just kind of standing staring at the floor.
In the raise an eyebrow. You sure?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
You know, my sister used to do something very similar when things weren't okay.
Side glance.
No, honestly, I'm fine. And she kind of looks up and smiles.
It's the fakest smile she has ever smiled, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's the most awful smile.
Colin leans up on counter, gives her a Colin stare.
At that point, we'll give up on the offered arm, and we'll actually just go back to where her violin is.
Helena slowly etches away from Colin as he's staring at her quite intensely.
Helena,
Colin?
I can't force you to tell me, but I'm not like the most perceptive guy. Not even I know that the things you're saying are not true.
I just got a lot on my mind. All right.
Okay.
10 point will carelessly observe to herself and her violin, well, Desmond has lost to every cub. And start lightly playing. She has dropped all the hints she's dropping.
Colin goes over to where 10 point is. He leans in. So close.
She pauses her playing and leans back ever so slightly because, bubble.
Savage. Leans back.
Sighs. Points the bow of her violin at him. It was meant to be a hint. Pokes his jacket. Not a burn.
Glug, glug, glug.
There's a bit of both, really, there, 10 point.
Her eyes roll.
Savage. And
Did you catch on yet, or do I have to make it very, very obvious?
Colin.exe has stopped working.
okay.
Stares. If he just stares, like in that, if he blue screens, he'll get a light poke from the violin bow in the chest, like, hey.
He meanders over because, like, there is a door that he can close to the bedroom, but it's typically open. He just flops down the bed and rolls around in his coat, and he's like, "This is warm." And off goes the coat. He's still like clothed under it. He kicks off his boots. Now he's just laying on the bed, lounging there, observing the rest of the party.
I mean, how did you get this playing in Portuguese?
It switches every 2 days.
I'm very surprised you still haven't turned it off.
I pushed the power button. That didn't work.
Oh, no, I'm not going to make it that easy for you, am I?
Look, I've been experimenting. I'll get there when I get there.
10 point just to satisfy her curiosity will again pause fiddling with the violin and rouse up. Go over to the TV and the DVD player and just kind of lean to crane her head around and look to see if they're plugged in. She imagines they are. Imagines that eventually Colin will figure this out. But yeah, just kind of cranes around, gets a look, shrugs. And this time, instead of plopping back into the chair over separate from the rest, we'll amble back over and probably hunker down into the dining nook where Aiden probably is.
He's lounging, so when 10 point plops herself down, he just puts an arm around her.
He's flopped on. Violin will end up on the table.
So, did you smoke, Helena?
No,
Cigarettes?
no,
Weed?
no.
Jesus.
What?
Jesus.
What?
Nothing. He just smiles, shaking his head.
Aiden, I'm kind of surprised at you over there. Like, don't Fiona Cubs, like, do nada and nothing?
Look over at him. We do a lot of things. I mean, that was
Yeah.
one of the first things I learned was the drinking competitions and shit.
No, I didn't mean, like, nothing. Like, yeah, they obviously learn how to be a guru. But
Wait, what
I
was that?
heard it was, like, no alcohol, no cigarettes, no,
And no
no...
hanky-panky. Not if, well, den parents aren't supposed to get you anyways.
Well, I was going to call it Wambo Mambo, but yeah.
I mean, it depends. I mean, you know, I
Colin,
ain't
what
gonna
are you
tell that.
insinuating?
I ain't gonna tell anybody. Smirk.
I'm not insinuating anything, man. I'm just saying, like, it's weird Aiden's, like, kind of flabbergasted about this over here.
because normally most of the Cubs either try to do it because they want to do it, and when they're told they can't, then they usually try and do it anyway.
Oh. Huh.
So it's a bit surprising that she's like, no, I don't do any of that, because normally all the Cubs are usually itching to do it.
Man.
And Desmond and Jason drink like a tree. So
Blink.
I didn't get a drink when I was a cub.
I've seen Jason drink a few times.
He drinks quite a bit.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
He
he
does.
does.
yeah, he
So we
does.
finally got him to sleep.
Oh, that was great. He was just clutching that bottle of Everclear like, I'm not sleepy.
10 point shrugs, and at the mention of cigarettes is producing cigarettes.
You kind of stand there at Helena standing there. You know, you kind of stare at Helena standing there. And... You okay?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, mate. Yeah, fixed the window today. Happy. Got to actually use a proper fucking toolkit and stuff. It's a good day for me.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it.
Shrugs. Doesn't leave none of the Cubs bothered me today, so I'm a bit happier. Smirked playfully.
Whoops. I did bring you coffee at least.
I'm not. You grin. I'm only teasing.
Think
Speaking
you
of
weren't a
bothering,
bother. Blink.
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 Blake.
Shakes her head, lights her cigarette, lights another off it, and offers it over to Aiden.
Yeah, he'll take it.
Has anybody seen that Arun cub?
Which one? There's an Arun one?
There's
Yeah.
another cub.
I saw him once.
There
He,
he is.
I don't remember his name. Quiet guy.
Looks over at Helena. What do you know?
For hilarity. Oh shit. Nicola?
He does. Nicola.
Yeah,
think.
but I was there when Bites the Week taught him about tribes, and then I gave him some chicken.
Is it pure breed?
God.
Not that I remember.
What chicken did you give him?
That fried chicken that you can kind of get down the way.
Oh yeah, no, that stuff's lovely. I remember parents gave me some of hers. It was really nice.
Yeah, I've been finding it in the Umbra too.
Yeah.
Helpless shrug. Bonars.
Mm.
Like, I mean, it doesn't bother me, man. Like, it is very obviously some guy and stuff.
It's nice.
Good.
Yeah, it's nice. Lovely. Mm. She gets some Helena. Right at her.
What? Fried chicken? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Don't tell me you're a vegetarian.
I'm not a vegetarian.
Good.
Fuck for that.
Look, I know I'm weird. I'm not that weird.
Like, look, all right. Everybody expects there's going to be vegetarians and children of Gaia, and we have them. They're called some of our kinfolk.
I'm not a vegetarian.
I know you're not a vegetarian. I've
That's
literally
fine.
watched you eat bacon.
Mm.
I like bacon.
She get
We
those
all
big,
like bacon.
Everyone likes bacon.
Firm nod.
Chad's mom does those big, massive toasted bacon things. They're amazing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys have Chad's mom.
We do. She's awesome.
Oh.
Except you have to be on time for dinner, otherwise, well, looks at 10 point. That wooden spoon comes out, and that's all bets are off then.
Yeah, there's a visible cringe. The wooden spoon. Ugh. She is a good woman. I couldn't see her left alone.
No.
Okay, so Nicola's off somewhere being like
Quiet and edgy, I guess.
an amazing stealth cub.
I'd go with my answer.
And Pounce is being Pounce.
Yeah. Yeah, he just shakes his head.
You know what, man? Here's the thing. Like, she does some stuff, but she's got curiosity. She's a ragabash, so that's good.
Still no excuse for stupidity. You grin over at him.
Cubs do stupid shit. Now's the time.
I know, but you gotta teach her not to do the stupid shit consistently.
Okay, look at me like I'm a damn parent. I'm not.
Helena looks at her feet more intently than she's ever looked at her feet ever before. The feet.
Just saying, like, it's all very well being curious and stuff like that, but when you do stupid things and then go, oh, well, I didn't realize why I did that. It's no excuse, really.
Look, man. I'm just saying. She's a ragabash, and this is good for ragabashes to exhibit curiosity. The rest is fixable.
Yeah, but curiosity gets your ass kicked half the time, and it's not the sole job of a ragabash to get their ass handed to
It's
them.
not the sole job, but it takes up a large portion of time. You're telling me your entire time as a Cleod, nobody ever pushed your shit in.
I got my shit pushed in and on all the time. But it was getting out of getting your shit pushed in. That's the true skill of it all.
Well, that's why you're a foster now, but before then, you were stuck in the shit compactor.
I mean, I've talked my way out of it a few times.
Okay.
That's why you do a challenge, you see. They challenge you. It's easy. So I beat William White, actually. You'll grit over at 10 point.
10 Point is still nested up against him and is grinning
Didn't see that
idly
one
into her
coming.
cigarette.
Like me, I got my ass kicked like more than once. I remember Questions of Question came here and she wanted to spar. That ended with me getting kicked in the balls so hard that I was pretty sure one of them was trying to lodge itself up under my lung.
Yeah, the nut shot. Jeez, Jesus.
Look, man, like I was still kind of up after that, but it was pretty much like a good night Irene situation.
They get her weird anyway. I remember Dallas's cousin, she was like throwing the axes right at the person's balls as well. It was
Ah!
yeah.
Why would you do that with a sharp object?
I don't know.
It's
Then she
not
turned and looked
that
over me going, I got then she turned and looked over me and smiling. He just rubbed it back of his head.
doesn't sound like a fun time.
I mean, I could see the appeal of it, like, you know what I mean?
I don't see the appeal of
Yeah.
axe balls, Aiden.
And I mean, not like not like actually the like task of it, you know, but I can see why some of the kid liked it, you know what I mean?
I got nothing.
I mean,
Because we're talking about like sharp objects and like
Far be it from 10 Point to ever look judgmental.
a crotch.
She trying.
Like, okay, look, I don't know a lot, but as far as I can tell, they like all the beatings and shit. I mean, I wouldn't be look, axe balls, I believe it.
I don't think it's about the actual axe balls. It's more like, you know, big strong woman, big sturdy hips, you know, that type of thing.
Axe balls.
I mean,
Yeah, Landon, don't go playing with sharp objects. I don't want to hear about a tragic axe cooch accident.
yeah.
What?
Like,
Oh, jeez.
I don't. No.
You can stay out in the snow, or you can stay out in the snow with Desmond. In the
I
nip.
want to hear like about what happened one time when a bunch of Cubs got bored, decided they were going to play William Tell with a fucking crossbow.
I mean, that's stupid.
Or fucking one of the other clubs who used to sneak off steps to go and get meth because he was a meth addict.
They had to angle it around and push the rest of it out of my mouth through my cheek.
We had to like convince him. We had to like help him rob a drug place. I mean, the only way to get away is we held the bag in front of him, going, "Look, Joe, drugs." And he chased us down the street.
I mean, what kind of people come here? Like, really? Like,
I was not a Cub here.
No, I wasn't
most come here either because they are seeking great glory in the front lines of the fight against the worm, or because the Sept thinks that they need to send their problem to the front lines in the fight against the worm.
Mm-hmm.
There doesn't seem to be much in between.
Nope.
right. Because, what the fuck, really?
Look, man, Sergey said he was a perfectly good shot. I had faith in him, and he shot me in the face. It was really that simple.
Well, you deserve that one.
I mean, back home, we tried to rob a van, and Thomas tried to get in, except he was drinking the night before because we all snuck drink in. Looks like Colin. That's how we usually did it. And, well, he mistimed it, and, well, he fell off the front window and the van ran over him. Like, balls-wise. It's pretty funny.
Is that a van to the balls now?
Yeah, van to the balls. I mean, he was fine. He like healed it, but like still.
You
Temp
will
Point finally
find
sits herself up properly.
that many misfortunes can happen to your face and crotch.
Shaking her head.
Right. Got it.
Not all of us make willingly outrageous mistakes, Andre.
I mean, like, they weren't, like, really bad cross bolts.
I mean, it was just one fight. You know what I mean? It was a shrug, and he started it.
Yeah, if I had to think about it, I was actually pretty lucky that it just kind of hit me sidewise in the cheek because
Yeah.
I flinched, and then well, it kind of got stuck. Like I think like it dug into one of my molars, knocked it out, but that slowed it down enough, right?
These two kinfolk are like, sure, Ian, go get us cups of coffee. And I'm like, sure, I'll get you a cup of coffee. As he's taking a drink.
The point is just rubbing her fingers over one of her eyes and onto her brow and down again, just like why?
I don't even know what to say. What?
Well, I mean, I didn't know what to say either. I was mostly screaming like,
Why?
"Whoa!"
I mean, like,
all right,
who
all right.
wants like 4 different types of coffees you're going out? Like what the fuck is that?
So what? Why would you trust somebody to shoot you with a crossbow?
Well, he was aiming for the apple on my head.
Why would you let somebody put an apple on your head to shoot it with a crossbow?
We were bored.
That's what you look. People play Scrabble for boredom. No,
All I'm saying is the consistency of sending the guy out repeatedly to get some and then wonder why he's so pissed off. I'm just saying, like.
So Nicola walked right up to me and tried to pull it out. Tried to pull it out like we were in a movie, and like the blunt parts of the back of the arrowhead were like, nah. So he ends up dragging me around by like my face for like a flat 10 seconds while everybody else was laughing before Sergey made him stop.
That would be pretty funny.
And it was Walter's idea to actually clip the back of it so that we could actually pull it through, because the first time, well, the tail end of the bolt did the exact same thing, so then they were pulling me around by then.
Then she's like, "Oh, thanks, Aiden." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, Aiden."
And so like we do that, and Walter pulls it out and drops it, and then Father showed up, and Bone Marrow was not amused with the fact that I was bleeding everywhere. You know how hard it is to explain yourself while you're on your back and your mouth is essentially a blood fountain? I was like a fucking geyser. I was basically like some kind of natural phenomenon as my blood just was. I'm sorry.
At this point, has her elbows on the table, her face in her hands, and the cigarette still just kind of pinched between her pointer and middle finger, and it's just dying inside.
And then
As
Father's
these
like,
two stories coincide.
Then Father's like, "Oh, well, where's my cup of coffee?" It's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize Lupus fucking drank coffee. Jesus Christ, Raya." And then, well, yeah, he bit me in the face.
Why'd you bother to hunt with homid bolts? Obviously, we're hunting for the apples. We'll go on and take Lupus and get me some apples from the tree. Do you know how stupid it is to watch 5 wolves try to play like fucking White Wolf Can't Jump on a fucking apple tree?
Do you have any idea how hard it is to find like specific coffee related to Lupus? Like, it's fucking impossible.
What is wrong with you people?
I don't know.
Eventually, we formed like a pyramid. And I think Sergey and Nicola and me were at the bottom. And then it was Walter and Sean were on top of us. And finally, fucking Ivan got the apple.
I just cheated and went to like one of them speakeasy places. I got him like 50, 20 like stacks of coffee and I slammed it in front of him. He was pretty happy.
Oh my god.
Not some ugly kinfolk. I also like stole off kinfolk.
He didn't even eat the fucking apple.
He didn't even drink the fucking coffee afterwards. Like,
At this point, finally lean over for Helena's benefit. Though I have learned that you can bribe the warder with coffee. Sage nod. You wouldn't think that Guru get up to as many stupid antics as human
Oh,
young
no,
do,
no,
but they certainly do.
I'd imagine they get up to stupid stuff. Just not that
Did I ever tell you
stupid.
about the time that we all snuck off to see a bunch of kinfolk and we had to climb out a window because the Fostern rune arrived? And like we were in our underwear as well, so like I was trying to put on my pants and I fell out the window and landed right in front of him. Turns out that was the sister I was banging. No, I tried to explain. It was
Face goes back in her hands.
it was an accident, like, but I slipped wasn't really a good excuse. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you tripped and fell inside of her vagina, I'm sure.
So we started a house fire.
Wait,
We were certain that we could actually deep fry this turkey ourselves, but it turned out that like we were not ready. Apparently, Sergey, Master Chef, fucking put too much of like the oil in the like deep frying thing. I'm pretty sure it was just a really tall pot. And Sergey's like, no, it'll be fine. I'll just dunk it in via this string on the stick. Well, Sergey apparently understood dunking to be a fucking slam dunk. So in goes the turkey, and there's burning oil everywhere, and the kitchen's on fucking fire.
10-point reevaluates her childhood.
I literally, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
We tried to put it out with super soakers. It didn't go well.
I feel like the safest thing to do is to not say anything.
Oh,
So you guys not got up anything like that yet?
what?
I don't know. Antics?
They literally have spirits following them everywhere they go. How much do you
But come on, she's a third. She knows what she's doing.
In our defense, we knew nothing about the nature of grease fires.
My defense,
I can tell.
we just were looking for a thrill, and then James was like, "Oh, Aiden, let's go out." And I'm like, "Yeah, for one beer."
Alright,
It's not for one beer.
I'll put this into perspective then. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't go around doing the do, as you kindly put. I don't think any of the other cunts do, but no one really does a lot.
Desmond is eager to go to confession. I can tell you that for a fact.
Well, he may be, but they all drink and smoke as well. But other than that, it's just walk around and pretend like you're doing stuff all day, because what else am I going to fucking do? She just kind of looks down, pretty annoyed.
I mean, like, if you're hard up, I could introduce you to a guy.
10-point slowly turns to look at Colin, and then as Aiden starts up, slowly turns to give him a glare.
Aiden would just say, "There's plenty of time for that when you're clear." I don't know. There's no need to, He gives a very stern dad voice then.
No need to what?
Exactly.
What? No, what?
No, just.
He's a nice guy.
Who?
If there's
Colin.
What do you want
plenty of
about?
time for that when she's a clear. You don't need to worry around about that. Now ignore that.
What are you on about? I don't get it. What?
No.
Come on. What?
I mean, I do know, like.
No, Raya.
What?
What?
No.
I don't. Am I missing something?
Come on.
Oh, wait, no, I think I get it.
What?
No, she's not interested in the Wombo Mambo.
Oh, okay. I do know a girl like that.
Or you could just not.
What the fuck?
You are not matchmakers.
I mean, it's part of our tribe, really.
He
He
is a cub.
First of all, all right, no,
Yeah.
I'm not all pent up as she does the inverted commas. And like,
Oh, please tell me she does like the finger quotes.
yes, it like finger quotes. No, she starts leaning like that little bit of lean forward as well. It's like like she's had a fucking enough of this shit.
10-point for what it's worth, especially if she's like pent up finger quotes. Turns vaguely pink and goes back to her cigarette.
All right? Stop that shit.
People grin at her. See, there you go. Got you talking at least.
And we're going to talk about, and it's obvious now that the whiskey has finally made its way to Colin's frontal lobes. It wasn't already obvious. Just kind of flailing there. You know, he's pent up. Okay, it is me, Colin. That is who is pent up in this fucking equation. Okay, because I try to be a good guy.
I do know twins, Colin. I told you before.
They're
lovely.
Not at once. Not at once.
No, like one after the other. Like one after the other.
Okay, that's more socially acceptable.
At some point, hopefully removes the whiskey from Colin's easy reach.
And like morally acceptable. That's more acceptable. But like
Aiden turned to hell almost as if he's talking. Like, they both love New York and all that. They're really nice. It's like, you know.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
I try to be a good guy. I understand.
They're my wife's cousins. They're lovely.
I understand that, like, you know, I'm in a ruin, so it's not that fun to be around me, you know, but I have thoughts and feelings.
And they love you, Colin. Don't worry. They're very, very enthusiastic.
Wait, you said that they're your wife's cousins?
Yeah. What's wrong with my wife?
How close are your wife's cousins?
I think they're like second.
Are they like your wife?
This is about where Tim Point is going to start easing up out of the seat, pick up her violin, and
what do you mean, like my wife?
Your wife is so scary.
Shoot Helena kind of an inviting glance and make for the door.
One time,
no, they're like
she'll notice Helena is already reaching for the door.
One time, I was just minding my own business, eating a banana power bar, and she was off doing her thing, and she looked at me, and it's like her eyes were ballistic knives made of sharks.
That's my Sheila, right? No grin, leaning back with a big smile on his face.
She just seemed so upset that I existed in the world. It was scary.
She used to be so lovely. No, the twins are lovely. They're just, they speak in like harmony and shit.
Point may or may not be rolling her eyes in a way that is completely not visible unless you happen to be the door she's going out of.
Okay, but
closely followed by Helena.
The last thing these two hear is Colin's going, okay, but it's only going to be one or the other.
Just one after the other is the last thing you hear from Aiden.
Shakes her head, adopts one of the deck chairs, glances over. Actually glances around in general just to see if Helena has by chance brought her guitar with her.
You know what? It's fun, and I can. No, she hasn't, but she knows where it is.
She will be
she does remember.
Cast an inquisitive glance as Tim Point sets the violin under her chin.
What?
Is your guitar nearby? Or do you know how to play the violin?
I mean, I can probably, but I think I know where it is.
Wouldn't be surprised if she had it literally stashed in the RV.
I mean, I can go get it.
I thought it was preferable to the conversation.
Yeah. And she actually walks, it's like, what, 30 feet to one of the nearby trees. And she just pulls it out from behind it. Just drags it along, puts it over her shoulder. Smiling pretty happily that she actually remembered where it was. Just plops back down in the deck chair, sitting cross-legged on it, buried by coat. And scarf.
And scarves. So many
Don't
scarves.
forget the scarf.
Don't worry. 10 Point is also rocking the oversized winter coat, numerous scarves, dealy. Mostly because Aiden starts fussing if she doesn't have, like, scarves covering 90% of her fucking head. So yeah, she will just kind of invite Helena to do something that is not as stressful as having people try to set you up with a vice, and yeah, just start kind of playing various bits of ditties. Let Helena do much the same. Try to pick up whatever tune she's playing because, well, 10 Point has not, like, comically not been exposed to a lot of current music besides what Aiden has shown her. She does know things like the classics and various styles of music, but doesn't seem to know very many particular songs.
All the songs. All of them.
So yeah, while Aiden and Colin are going on inside, eventually you will have the accompaniment, the background music of guitar/violin dueling, probably mostly with the guitar starting off on something, 10 Point listening for a short bit, and then jumping into a company.
Albeit, though, when the conversation inside gets slightly heated, if all, the Benny Hill theme will begin to play on the guitar.
This one she knows, because I say so. So yeah, at some point you're going to get straight trolled by the Thayrges. Congratulations.
Well done. Fox be praised.
The window just like shoots open. Aiden's like big mop of curly hair just comes out. Oh, that's real funny.
I thought so.
I'm apparently going to... Wait, are they Silver Fang Kin?
No, they're Fianna.
Ah. Cool.
No, they're Fiannas. They're rich Fianna, but they're Fianna. He's opening the door.
I love Benny Hill. And he falls flat on his face. God damn it. The point will actually like pause, like half, like just straight starkly stop, glancing back, because depending on where he fell, he may have well fallen down the steps
Did he fall
the
out?
RV.
Where
Yeah,
did
he fell out of the RV on his face first.
Helena
So-
will stop her nature kicking in, and she'll just go and like pick him up. Essentially, not as she's like 5'3", she can't, but like help him up.
I was practicing my smolder.
Come on,
when I met these people.
You did great. You did really.
I broke my smolder.
Yeah, the twins loved it. That was great. Now come on, back inside.
Ow!
Yeah. See, twins are violent.
Gravel stuck in my face.
How's the twins? Blame them.
Okay.
Come on, get in. In.
Gravel face.
In.
And he like eventually kind of like stumble crawls back in.
She will literally push/drag as best she can, which is pretty funny. How tall is Colin again?
Colin's like 6'4".
Oh my god, yeah.
And it's twice Aiden's meat.
Yeah, so he's a 6'4" brick shithouse being attempted to be dragged through the RV by a 5'4" like skinny piece of nothing. She just tries to drag him through back to his bedroom.
Man, you gotta lift like more weights. You gotta like lift a lot and
you gotta eat less. You gotta eat less, maybe.
Nah, you gotta eat more. You gotta get beef.
What do you mean I gotta get beef?
Get beef.
What?
Beefcake.
I'm deciding the window is still cracked because this is fucking glorious. 10 Point is like got a hand plastered across her mouth to stifle the laughter.
Just come on, get
Eat lots of meat and lift lots of weights. Beefcake.
Get in now. Come on.
I'm here, man.
Bed.
Sitting on the bed. It's fluffy because I got a good mattress and this fluffy comfort is so fluffy. Beefcake.
From outside comes the heartfelt advice. Just push him over.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Because the window is still open and the door to the bedroom is still open, you can see Helena attempt to push Colin over. As he is a 6'4" brick shithouse, his attempts are futile.
And
I mean, he's not the steadiest right now.
No,
Colin
but
eventually
he's not the
just
strongest.
falls over in time with one of Helena's pushes, and as he goes down, he goes, "Meow." Oh no! All humanity!
She topples over on top of him for hilarity.
Oh,
Just
hey.
about- What?
It's okay. You weigh like nothing.
What?
He just kind of like puts an arm over. This is fine. I'm warm now.
No.
Okay, no means no. Go ahead. And he takes his arm off.
Slap.
Ow!
You're a dick.
Yeah.
Go to sleep. All right?
Meh.
When you mad at me,
Meh.
I'll leave you out in the cold next time.
Maybe, but my beef will keep me warm. And my beard.
Your beard.
Yes.
Go to sleep.
Like a thick mat I keep on my face for survival.
I mean, sure. Whatever you say, Colin.
So I tell you what, in the summer, you kind of got to just hang tough because in the summer, the beard is not your friend.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I
You
really
like
wouldn't
lean
know.
down sometimes, and all the sweat that's been gathering under the beard just sluices out like it's SeaWorld. Just all over the ground.
Wow, that's I'm amazed.
And Point
Please
has
do.
still got a hand clenched over her mouth and is at this point doubled over.
If you learn anything, it's that the beard is not always your friend.
Wise words to live by.
Get beef.
I'll get beef.
Good.
All right? You happy now?
Yeah, man, you're gonna be knocking out sets of pull-ups like pow.
It might be easier to get him to shift. It'll work out of his system very quickly.
Nah, let him be drunk. Let him sleep.
No, let him be drunk.
I like being drunk.
You talk a lot more when you're drunk, at least.
I guess I do. Nicola always said I was an overly dour fuckwit with this theatrical sense of duty, and that if I didn't unburrow the stick from my anus, they were going to have to remove it surgically, and I'd live the rest of my life with a colostomy bag, and I never get laid that way.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I'd say you're a bit of a dick, but you're nice.
Okay, that is a lot nicer than Nicola's way of trying to get me to not do stuff. He was a good ragabash, though. I liked him.
Right. I'm gonna go now.
I
Leave you
kind of
to
figured.
your own stuff.
I mean, I will literally be right here.
I'm sure you will. She just starts slowly just backing out the room like, oh, fuck.
And he just raises like the solidarity fist from where he's laying on the bed and just goes, beefcake. And the hand goes back down.
All right. Okay. And she just slowly shuts the door to the bedroom and comes walking out the RV.
10 Point has composed herself.
Inya's leaning up against it, drinking.
Oh, that was entertaining.
Yeah.
It
It's the
did
wonder-
sound very eventful.
Wonders of alcohol.
I feel like I want to shave his beard off, though.
Don't do that to him. That's mean.
Yeah, that's pretty mean.
Many a ragabash has learned to never mess with the beard.
No. It's okay. He's still got to figure out the DVD player.
Eventually.
Oh, I can't wait to find out when he finds out about the light switch. She just starts walking off.
And meanwhile, because Step Brothers is still gently playing in the background, it's kind of odd because the vocals don't quite match up. This is a difference between like Portuguese and English here. But like almost in time with what the people on screen are saying, you can just hear Colin going like almost robotically. Did we just become best friends? Yup. You want to go practice karate moves in my garage? Yup.
I feel like that's almost an artistic place to just end it. Any protests? Well, hearing none, I'm going to say thank you, players, for playing, and watchers for watching. And Helena, don't forget your guitar. And
Hold on. She remembers it. Dun, dun, dun. But yes, we can end.
and we will see you next time on the Living World of Darkness, drunk across the RV.